Hey guys, today we'll be talking about classes and encapsulation. Classes are nothing but a user-defined data type used to group the attributes and the functionalities together. Let's have a look.
Let's start by creating a class player. It has a name, age, and position. So position X and position Y. We'll also create one method which is move, which will accept two parameters int X and int Y, and it will say like the player has been moved this much X units and this much Y units. The top three things, which are name, age, and position, they are called the attributes. They talk about the characteristics of the player, like what the player is about. And the methods, they talk about what a player can do.
And binding of these attributes and functionalities under a single unit, which is class, is called encapsulation.
But the main question is why we are doing all of this thing? Why classes? Why not just creating variables directly in the main function? Let's try that. We have a name equal to Rahul, age equal to 20, position x equal to 0, and position y equal to 0. The problem with this is this data is very specific to player 1. What if we have player 2? Now we have to create all those variables again, but this time for player 2. And suddenly we'll end up in creating more and more variables as more and more players join, which will make our code a complete chaos. This is where classes comes in. To do the same thing, all we have to do is to create a variable of the type player. In other words, an object of player. And then we can set its name, which is equal to Rahul. In this case, it is giving us an error saying that it is inaccessible. And that's because classes by default have an access modifier private. We'll talk about that in a separate video, but for now we'll put it as public. And we can add one more player, which is player 2. And this is much more readable than before.